people of the internet, my name is Odur Jagero and this is Dialogues Jagero. Today at DWJ we meet a man whose story reads like a Kenyan fairy tale. It's written in hustle and humor, love and hate, but mostly love. He's a man I have seen rise and rise and rise again. From the quiet shows of Homa Bay to the bright lights of Nairobi, Felix Oduor, the man the world calls Jalang'o, has lived many lives in one. He has been a houseboy, a stage actor, a comedian, a radio giant, a business owner, and now the member of parliament of Lang'ata. For nearly 2 decades, this gentleman, his voice has ruled the airwaves, his jokes has filled the living rooms, and his charisma filled stadiums. But behind that laughter has always been a relentless dreamer, someone who believed that talent, has believed that discipline and confidence could open any door, no matter how tightly shut. In 2022, that belief carried him into the rough waters of Kenyan politics. He ran, he fought, and he won, turning celebrity into a mandate and applause into votes. Yet, even in victory, controversy has always followed the man. His fallout with ODM party, his meetings with President Ruto, and his recent stand against the finance bill have made him one of the most talked about and unpredictable figures in the country today. Is he a rebel, a visionary, or simply a man who refuses to be boxed in my political tradition? Today, I go beyond the headlines and the hashtags. We trace the making of Jalang'o, the comedian, the brand, the leader, and the man. Welcome to Dialogues with Jagero, Honorable Felix Oduor. Karibu sana.
Quite an intro. Once or twice I'll be able to cough.
Yes, no worries.
I have this cold. The weather's not been really good on my side. Then I've been traveling a lot.
Okay.
So don't mind that.
No,
what an intro. When I was doing my Jalang'o TV, it would be very simple.
Okay.
Very beautiful Monday morning from wherever you are.
Okay.
This is Jalang'o TV. Welcome to Jalang'o TV. Then there would be too much advertisement, a lot going on. Then I'll sanitize you.
Yeah.
And just, yeah.
How are you feeling, Jalas?
Oh, it depends. So when you ask how am I feeling?
How are you feeling as a member of parliament? How are you feeling as a man?
As a man, happy. Family keeps me grounded.
Okay.
So anytime I leave the house and I see my children go to school, makes me very, very happy.
Yeah.
Politically, very disturbed.
Okay.
Very disturbed by these unfortunate issues that keep on coming up within politics. A day in politics is very, very long.
Yeah.
So every single day, the turbulence come. You think you are in the cruise and you almost landing. Too much comes up again.
Can I ask you something between the two of us?
Yes.
Raila was here with us the other day.
Yes.
And then suddenly the news comes that Raila is no more.
What? Yes.
And what was your first thought when you heard the news? Because I think that you guys had it way before us.
Not way before you.
Yeah.
I think, yes, we had it much, much earlier, even when the speculations were coming up as we were already mourning. But it was one of those dark Wednesdays that there was just this cloud of darkness that engulfed the whole political space, the whole country. But even on a personal level, it was a very, very sad space to me personally, having the relationship that I had with Mzee beyond politics. So it was a very sad day.
Yeah. There is a lot of people have talked about political offense. A lot of people have talked about, so there are MPs who are coming from other parts of the country. And then there are MPs that are coming from Nyanza.
Yes.
When this news reached you as a Luo politician, what went through your mind?
Number one, we had lost a father. We had lost somebody who, for more than decades and decades, his name has been vibrating in all our living rooms, all our homes, everywhere. So there's Raila, then there's Raila, who is the father of our nation, and community. So the loss is much bigger to our community beyond politics than maybe other parts of the country. Because when you're born Luo, you're born into three things. You're born supporting Gor Mahia until maybe you get to love another team. Yeah. But you are born supporting Gor Mahia. You are born into ODM, okay? Before any other party, you're born into ODM. And Raila is your de facto leader.
Yeah. You said you'll cough.
Yeah, I'd already said that. And this is hot water. So those are three things you're born into, okay? We don't have any other religion because we have so many religions within our community, from Dalahera, Legio Maria, Catholic, and all. But there are things that you're born into. Supporting Gor Mahia, ODM as a party, and Raila as a godfather and the kingpin of the community.
Yeah.
So the loss hits heavily to us more than any other person, any other community in the country.
Yeah.
That's it.
I asked you if I told you that I'm going to ask you about your story. Now you told me that your story has been told a lot of times.
I've told it myself.
Yes. But
on a stage. I've gone to 1,001 podcasts. And I wish and want to always now be as something different. Because one thing I believe in, holding so much to the past and making the past looks like, yes, there's no future without a past, but there's a past that has already passed now.
Yeah.
And you now have to hold into the future. You are only an orphan past the age of 18.
Yeah.
After that, you must charter your path.
Yeah.
And you're no longer an orphan after that time. You lost your parents.
Yeah.
There's a big difference between an orphan and now accepting that I lost my parents.
Yeah.
So my past and the story, having been told again and again, now makes me feel like, okay.
All right. Do you know a gentleman called Oyunga Pala?
Oyunga Pala, yes.
Yes.
Yes, the writer.
Oyunga Pala was here in the studio.
Yeah.
And most of the guys that are working for me here are Gen Zs. And I asked them, do you know Oyunga Pala? And they said, no, I've never heard of Oyunga Pala.
Ah.
Yeah.
Okay. So there was actually a need for Oyunga Pala to introduce himself.
So that is what I want to ask from you. Because
but if you can ask it differently, it will make me so happy.
It'll make you so happy.
Yes.
The first question I want to ask you, when you became of age, I don't know whether becoming of age is about 8 years, about 10 years.
It depends with where you brought up.
Yes.
And there are people who are 25 but they have not come of age. There are people who are 30 that have not come of age. But there are people who are younger, from 10, 12, and they have already come of age, knowing the responsibilities that is ahead of them. There are people who live with their parents. There are people who their parents live with them. So it's so different. So coming of age is not about an age somewhere, but is how you take responsibilities from when you get to know that this is what life has for me in a plate.
So there is a young person in Mombasa. There is a young person in Kisumu. There is another very young person, let's say in Eldoret. And I've now known Jalang'o now. But are asking themselves, they keep saying that Jalang'o has made a big name for himself. But where is his starting point? That is what this young man is saying.
Let's do it. This journey begins born and bred in Homa Bay. But my home is in Siaya.
Okay.
So my parents were working in Homa Bay. And that is where I was born and bred. I went to Lake Primary School, PO Box 217, Homa Bay. And did my KCPE at Lake Primary School. Then through quota system, then I had 442 marks, which could be almost 350 now.
Yeah.
Because as it was out of 700. Yes, it was 700. But through quota system, I got a chance to be called to Maseno School, which I didn't go to. Because by the time my old man was putting all the coffers together, done every single Arambe, it was 2 months off. But then you know those days, they didn't have this 100% transition to secondary school where pupils and students are being sought out to and looked for wherever you are. You must go to school. So when we got there, my chance had already been taken. And I think that was the first time I ever saw my dad cry. Because to him, a chance in Maseno or at Maseno was an eye-opener. You'd have wished that that would be the doors to me being a doctor, a lawyer, all those traditional careers that every single person looked up to and said, you know what, this is what I wanted my son to be. So to him, it was a sad moment. We walked out and went back home. And
how about you? What did you feel?
Felt sad because then I knew that this was one of the only ways that I would get my family out of the poverty chains that was holding our family. It's a moment, even when I think right now, I've gone past it, but I still get emotional talking about it. But then it opened so many doors because I went to Barkanyango Secondary School, PO Box 14, Nyamonye. Barkanyango was one of those schools that, wow. There was nothing happening there. I hope there's something happening there. But I even hear now Barkanyango is even a mixed secondary school. I know from a boys' secondary school to a mix, maybe they're still struggling even to get the numbers and things. There was very little happening there. But then in Form 2, I moved to Nyangoma Boys Secondary School. That is in Sakwa Bondo. Because my brother George was already there. The reason was so that my father could be paying the school fees collectively. Yeah. Like, this is for my son. Not for Jagero and Jalaz, no. No. This is what I have now. But then for both of us. But then Dad was very innovative. He would pay school fees with anything that he knew the school wanted. Maindi, nini. Yeah. Then did my KCSE. I got a very strong C+.
Why are you adding the word strong?
Lewis don't fail. Lewis don't fail.
Lewis don't fail.
Yeah. So I got a very strong C+. Yeah. Just into the B minus. The point, it was just a point into the B minus. But I always think that if I was in a good school then, A-plane would be a possibility. Because if you saw the facilities then, Nyangoma right now is a very beautiful school. If you saw the facilities at Nyangoma then, and the people we were competing with, the alliance of today and everything, definitely you'd see that if somebody would attain a C+ here, then that's an A-plane at Stare, at Alliance and all. So I got my C+ and I know that's a chance for me to go to college. Yeah. Either nursing, KMTC, or teaching.
Were you aiming for the university?
I was aiming for the university, but I could not get to the university. My points were not able to get me to the university. Yeah. So the only thing, or the only tertiary education I would have achieved then would be college, TTC, and all. And that is why when now we came back home, and now the guys around my age mates back in Homa Bay now were going to colleges everywhere. My peers, everybody has left, and I went and asked my dad, like, hey, so with this strong C+ of mine, what's the plan? Yeah. When am I going to college? I think he's never laughed more than that. He told me, how? That's the wildest thing you've ever told me. Really? Yes, that's the wildest thing. You've seen what I've gone through, trying to take you through high school. Your brother even had to drop out because I could not keep both of you in school. Now you're asking to go to college. Yeah. I think you're done. And you being done, go out there and be a man. So that was it. That was
So
it.
when you leave your father, the presence of your father, what goes on in your mind?
I think I didn't know that's what's called depression.
All right.
But now that I now have been in Nairobi and I've heard about depression and what people go through in situations like that, then I think that's the first time I ever got depressed, because I used to hide into the house because everybody in the neighborhood is like, hey, okay, they school. Like, you haven't gone. You
Yeah,
haven't. So
yeah.
I used to lock myself, but I said, for how long? That's how I found myself into the lake as a fisherman. Now that's when we go into the lake, cast our net, pull the nets, whatever comes in, sell, move on.
There's the one for the daytime and then there is the night one. You did both.
The night one.
It's scary, man. I was in Beta the other day.
It's scary. It's scary. It's scary.
Can I ask you something, Jalang'o?
It's scary. And the scary part is when you are now working with people who've never stepped in a class. The stories that these people are married. These people, I'm barely 18, 19. I've just left high school with ambitions, hopes, and dreams. But here I'm with older people. And here we are in the lake. It's a very scary thing.
The last time I was there, I was doing a documentary, and there was a lot of smoking of weed.
Yes.
And at some point, I think at around 2:30,
Yes.
there was a gentleman that was speaking by himself.
You know, for you to face the lake, the wrath of the lake, Lake Victoria is called Namlolwe. And it can be very, 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 very hard on you sometimes, and very scary. And you're in a boat, and there's a guy called Madar. Madar is the controller of the boat.
Yeah.
So he paddles into the lake.
Yeah.
And guys, we go in, cast the net, the rains, the mosquitoes, the hyacinth, the space. I pray for my brothers every day who still must bring food home by going into the lake.
But while in the lake, you're saying, this is not where I belong. I must leave.
No. This is not where I belong. I knew it, that this is not where I belong. And lucky enough then, Capital Fish had just opened into its doors as the first ever fish processing company in Homa Bay. It was owned by the Israelis. And actually, they are the owners of Westgate, the same guys. So Capital Fish opens, we get a chance to get out of the lake. We are coming into this space now. 6 in the morning, you go by the gates, you raise your ID. You're lucky if you go in 8 hours a day from 6 to 2 p.m. to 3. You get your 160 shillings, but it will be paid on Friday.
So
on Friday, if you got a chance to go in at least twice, that will be your 320. Because people are many.
Yeah.
If you go in on a Sunday, that was double pay plus 2, you'll get some 600 on whatever days you get.
Yeah.
And you had to be very lucky to get it. Very, very lucky.
Yeah.
But then now we were going in as a few people who had gone to school, but then it was still manual jobs. So we used to get a chance to go in 4 times a week or anything. And on Friday, Homa Bay would come to a standstill. Capital Fish workers have been paid.
What is going on?
I'm telling you, Mago Bar is full. Kiko Shape Bar is full. Akamba Bar, whatever bar, it's a buzz, and the city is buzzing.
Yeah.
Money has been poured. Literally, money has been poured.
Yeah.
So Fridays used to be a very interesting day in Homa Bay when Capital Fish was working. And I wish that it is revived.
It went under.
It closed. Capital closed its doors. And fun enough, all the fish processing now is from Homa Bay all the way to Thika here. There's no fish processing factory in the larger Nyanza. That is why some of these things hurt me so much.
That is why when you started talking, you said some things are very disturbing to you in politics.
Very disturbing in politics, where we are already talking about a kingpin to a community that has nothing to show for itself, matters production and whatever we can be able to produce in a side of the country that is so much blessed with so much more. We don't need a kingpin anymore. We need a kingpreneur. A kingpreneur who would know that the pineapples at Olari, Homa Bay, should be added value, and a line be made where now our women are not selling by the roadside the pineapples, but it's being processed to add value to it for juice. We need a kingpreneur who would be able to know that the potatoes at Jabera, for example, now need to be to be turned into crepes or something else.
Yes.
And a factory be made there. We need a kingpreneur who would see that the gold in Makalda in Migori need to be added value, that better machines, better mining. Our people still die every single year in the gold mines there. A kingpreneur that would see that Lake Victoria is just the same lake in Kampala, Jinja, where 5-star hotels adorn all the beaches. Okay? Not the small resorts that we're having by the lake. We need a kingpreneur that would know that Ahero rice is as big as Mwea. Okay? A kingpreneur that would know that our side of the country has a sugar belt from Miwani to Sony, and you get what I mean?
Yeah.
We need a kingpreneur who would turn our lake into a water spot. We need a kingpreneur who would see that fish processing factories now needs to come back. We have so much.
What king are these ones looking for? What these other king that they're looking for?
Political kings to just give our people directions around politics, but nothing of value to our people. I can tell you that.
That is where I wanted to go. But we were still on your story because we are going to revisit politics. We are going to revisit politics and talk about it today.
Yes, we will talk about it.
Yeah.
But there are things that when I see, pains me so much. That doesn't wait until you ask me about them for me to tell you.
Exactly.
Yes.
Can I tell you a story?
Go ahead.
Very short. In just before 1990, in Nyakach constituency,
Yes.
Ojwang Kombodo was asked by one of the Luo politicians
Yes.
that multi-party politics is now coming. We need to leave Kanu. Ojwang Kombodo said that I would have really loved to leave Kanu, but Moi has just given me water from Sondu, going down to Papunditi, going down to Kindu. I cannot leave. If I leave, these taps are going to dry. And he was told, if you don't leave, then you're not coming back to Parliament in 1992. And he never came to Parliament. And if you go to Nyakach right now, they are drinking water from River Nyando. Those taps dried because we had a king. Anyway, as this story is, the fish factory collapses.
It collapsed, and that is later. Because one day, my same old man called me and told me, you said you wanted to go to college.
Can you give him a shout out? What is his name?
Eduong Edward Kodeo Tuchi. Kodeo Tuchi.
Yeah, Kodeo Tuchi.
Yes. Good man.
Yeah.
He was a good man. He's in heaven.
Fathers fight hard.
They walk on broken glasses, smiling. That's it. Just know your father, wherever he is, walked on broken glasses for you. But up here, he was putting up a face to just keep you going. Because if they lose it, and is the first hero that you know, you lose it too. You lose it. But let's not go there. So, Colesman tells me, you wanted to go to college. Here is fare. Here's my 2 trousers. These are my 2 shirts. Go to Nairobi and be a man. And I leave home a bit. Casually, just like that. Casually, I left. When I was leaving, I was coming to a few of our relatives already here. And I landed in the hands of a few of them who are good. some, relatives.
Yeah.
I never want to talk about it because we mended the
We mend our fences and
our fences and move on
and
still believe family is still a big thing. But across it all, I always give a big shout out to my Auntie Pam and Uncle Andago, who opened their doors for me. Big shout out to Uncle Ching, who now showed me what Nairobi was. Uncle Ching one day told me, come to my house. This is back at Embakasi Quarry. I'd lived with a few relatives who had made it a bit. So from that life of having your own room where you have everything, to Uncle Ching's one room where he has his wife and his children, and he's a radio repairer. Yes. And a radio in the ghetto is barely 200 shillings. This to small radios, 200, 300. So repairing it is 20, 30, and that is what Uncle Ching was doing. And that at his workshop is where I used to sleep.
At his workshop?
Yes. Fun enough, Uncle Ching introduced me to every single industrial company within Embakasi area. Huku kwa chuma tumefanya kazi everywhere. Kenpoli, where? Everywhere. You see that Lunga Road?
Yes.
We've knocked doors in all those places. You get? But Uncle, I kept on telling my uncle, I have a talent. And this is what I know will open doors for me. So once or twice he would give me 100 bob and tell me, the theater kumewa chokacha. Go to that theater that you keep on saying. So he would spare money, 100, 200. Go to the theater. Only to go to the theaters and find the biggest, how do we call it? It's almost a members club. And you can't get a chance if you're not part of those guys who run the show there. It is a locked space.
Clique.
It's a clique. It's a club that for you to break through into that space was very, very hard. Big shout out to Leeward, David, Jasper Dark, Budhia, Eric Ndongu, the people who now open doors for some of us. But my biggest breakthrough came in one day, because even that time my uncle was even going to give up on me. Matters Theatre. Because you've been going auditions.
100 is a lot.
Auditions back and forth, nothing coming in. Until one day, we were doing a book called Mwisho wa Kosa. So Mwisho wa Kosa
is a set book.
Mwisho wa Kosa is written by a man called Zed Bruani. I don't know what the Z is, but I just know Zed Bruani. So we had been doing theater in, out. Nobody still trusts you, given the small roles here. So there's nothing coming in. So on this day, the openings of Mwisho wa Kosa, okay? And the students come in their thousands at the National Theatre. Morning shows, afternoon shows, and all. So I was an undercast of anytime I'm with you and we are in the same book or same role, know that I'll have the roles of everyone under wraps and I can get on stage to play any role at any given time. I never used to go for one role because I never knew when I'll be asked to step on stage. So
you know every part of everyone.
Every single person. Because I used to sit on the rehearsals day in, day out. So now, this day, the first day has gone. The shows are big. Guys have been paid. And when guys get paid at the National Theatre,
it's another home bay.
Another home bay, right? Art with fun.
Yeah.
So there used to be a restaurant. It's called Wasani. So party would start at workplace. And guys would extend it to wherever. So the next day, this guy, one of the biggest role, doesn't show up. And shows are timed. And students have to go and others have to come and the show must go on. So we are trying, the director or Dak is trying to look at the gate. Where is this guy?
And there are no phones.
There are no phones. There are phones, but he's mteja.
He's mteja.
He's mteja, my guy. The show was supposed to start at 8. We are almost at 9. The shows are not on. The students are getting irritated, restless, and all. He just asked, who can go on stage? Hata hii ya kwanza ikiharibika, I know by 2, this guy would be back. I don't want to call his name. I said, give me the chance. He said, can you? Yes, I can. Wow. Pop, I'm called backstage. Lights out. Pop.
Wewe na wanafunzi.
And I'm the guy opening the show.
Wow.
So darkness. The lights are on me. On the sides of the theater, I can see other cast members on the sides. The students can't see them, but you can see them.
You can see them.
Like they're holding their breath, hoping that it goes well. Karibuni sana katika riwaya Mwisho wa Kosa. Ni riwaya iliyoandikwa naye Z Burwani na kuchapishwa na Longhorn Publishers. Na kwa idhini ya Longhorn kunakiliwa kuwa tamthilia. Naye Bwana Jasper Okda, huyu ni mkurugenzi wa kikundi maarufu Jicho for Productions, kikundi kinachojishughulisha na uigizaji jukwani vitabu vya fasihi katika shule za upili nchini Kenya. Ili tujue ni msika yupi aliyotenda kosa lipi na vipi na lini na kwa nini. Those lines still to date.
Wow.
More than 10-15 years later, still vibrates into my head like I'm performing them today. Because I know those lines open doors for me. And when I said, msicheze mbali, ungaropu, hii ni Jicho for Productions. The first ever standing ovation when the show was just starting. The show had just started, but the students had already given a standing ovation. And that guy, wherever he was drinking, he was told, continue. Continue drinking.
I can't believe it. How long ago were you on stage?
This was long ago. 2005, 4, 5, into 6, into 7.
Do you keep playing these words, or these words have just stuck with you? Do you keep playing them?
Those words, because this story was emotional first. It's a very emotional story. It's a story about a girl called Monica. Monica was given a chance to travel, to go, but comes back, forgets her people and all. So the parents are in pain and all. And it's so emotional. So when I was saying these things, I was tearing down.
Really?
But I wasn't tearing because of the emotions of the book. The audience thought that it was the book and the story of Monica that is holding me so much. But I was just thinking that, God, did this guy have to go drinking for these people to know how much you've blessed me with a talent beyond what these people know? That, God, why couldn't these people just see? But I believe your timing is the best. Father God, from today, I'll raise your name, praise you, because this is it, and we are not going back. That was it.
Man, you're making me tear myself. Wow.
Because there's a place says Monica. Monica hata baada ya yote aliyofanyiwa na kutendewa na wazazi wake, amerudi na kusahau mila zake. So when it peaks, I'm just tearing.
You're tearing on stage?
Yeah. So that role is called Mtambaji, or the storyteller, the person who tells the story.
Yes.
Then a scene comes. Then as the scene goes, because this is a storybook that has been turned into a play, so you cannot be able to act every single thing in the story. So there must be a point for the narrator to come in before another scene comes. So anytime I was coming in, the students would just go, wow. And I will stand for almost 2 minutes before they come down.
Wow.
And that repeated itself in a book called Q.
Q, yes.
Q. All the stories that I used to do, and I became the best Swahili narrator at the National Theatre, getting the award again and again and again and again as one of the best Swahili narrators.
Ooh.
Yes.
Q was about what?
Kiu. Kiu ya kumpenda asiyekupenda, kiu ya kumdhamini asiyekudhamini, kiu isiyoweza kukatwa kwa maji. Kiu.
Jalang'o.
Ukiwa unadhani mapenzi yake kwa mzee Mwinyi kwa bahari. It was one of those.
I'm blown.
Odak was one of the best script writers. Gili, best script writers. Eric Ndung, I worked with some of the best directors. Even Otoyo himself was my director at some time. Yes.
This story, I am not sure where it goes to. Does it go to Papa Shirandula?
No.
Not
This
yet.
story goes into traveling into the into school. I've gone literally to every single part of this country.
Yeah.
In this country, every single part. Because Jicho 4 was a traveling theater. So we start at the National Theater, then now live on the road. We take Mombasa Road, all the way to Makindu, all the way to Mombasa, into Mpeketoni, into Lamu. Then we are done with the coast. Then we come through Loitoktok into Emali. From Emali, we come back to Nairobi. From Nairobi, we take now the Rift Valley. We'd gone to it will take us 3 months just traveling without coming back to Nairobi.
Really?
And I used to love it because when we are traveling, I was assured of food, a place to sleep, and not squeezing myself into Uncle Chieng's workshop. God bless that man. So I would save every single coin and just use a little bit. When I had a bit of money now saved, I told my uncle, now I'll be leaving you. Because by that time I started moving into now past set books into theater plays. And my guy had just called me to rehearse a book called Tit for Tat. Tit for Tat was a play, and it was a theater group that was based in Mwiki. So when I was rehearsing in Mwiki, I saw a place, and that's how I got myself into getting my first house in Mwiki. My first house was in Mwiki Phase 3, 17B, Gariza Mwisho, Mariro Park.
Do you remember your first night in your house?
Forget about the first night.
Okay.
The day I opened the door and locked it, and nobody asked me if I'll be back at what time, and I walked and came back. I locked the door like 4 times, just knowing that nobody's going to ask me. It was a cold night, mattress on the floor, basin on the side. The bathroom and the toilets were communal. So in my house was just my clothes hanged on
The wall.
on the wall, my mattress down there. Until the day I bought my first bed, which I also bought in pieces, in beads.
You can buy a bed in beads?
Yes, you know how you go to kwa fundi anakutengenezea ile frame.
Yes.
Pole pole before you get that way. I was literally nilikuwa naingia kwa kitanda. So I have the frame, but the mattress is still on the floor. So naingia. It's beautiful stories, but those are what makes men.
Exactly.
Those are the things that make men.
And
I can tell my story again and again, but it's a story of resilience, belief, and just saying, you know what, this is it. So I got myself doing this plays, but then the breakthrough came in when we started now doing Luo plays. Okay, so I've left the national, the set books, I've left the straight plays from Heartstrings to Phoenix to everywhere. Now we are doing Luo plays. Idi Achieng, Steve Ogana, Junior Dredd. We are now putting ourselves together and those were the best days ever. The Luo plays became a hit at the National Theatre. We did Marokwa Kohor. We did Kibrit Olwarepi, which became one of the biggest plays ever. There are people who, anytime I still go back to home in Nyanza area, still call me with my name on stage. It's called Obwogo. Then Obwogo Wago Mwanda. Obwogo, the brother of Mwanda. It's one of the best plays we've ever shot as a script and put it out there through Alwan Production. Yes. So with that, we were just scaling up and things are looking good now. But then Citizen TV had just started the local plays.
Okay.
Papa Shirandula, Mother-in-Law, Inspector Mwala, Taidi High. Those were the big names then. But then we kept on asking Will Brother, because Will Brother started with Papa. Give us a chance. We'll spice this thing. Give us a chance.
We will spice this thing.
We'll bring this thing. But the chance was not coming until the day Will Brother was to be married. So we came in as his brothers and uncles from the village in Ugenya. And I told Otoyo, this is the chance we've been waiting for. If we mess it up, even God will not forgive us.
Wow.
You get what I mean? So we were given a script. And this is where the name Jalang'o comes from.
All right.
So we were given a script. And Papa said, choose a role there. So today I would be Otoyo, and Otoyo would be Jalang'o.
Really?
So he picked Otoyo and left this one, Jalang'o. So I picked Jalang'o. So today you would be sitting with Otoyo. If that day,
that was a huge day.
yeah. So I just picked the name Jalang'o from the script that Papa gave us. May God rest his soul in peace. So we are there, and camera action. What? We forgot the script. Guys were laughing on set. We shot something that was supposed to be shot, I think, for an hour, was shot into the night because we could not repeat the same thing that we were saying after every shot. So for continuity, it was chaos.
It was chaos.
It was chaos. Then, God bless a man called Waruru Ashira, the guy who now opened doors for us, because that role was supposed just to be one scene. But then when he saw us that day, he said, who are those two guys? I want them retained in the show.
Really?
Yes. And that's why the script was changed, that while everybody else was going back to Kenya, the two of them jumped through the window of the bus, and they're still somewhere in Nairobi. And that's how we were brought in. Yes. And from that, like they say, the rest is history. Became a household name in Papa Shandulota and I. But things were moving so fast. That is also the same time Nyambane had just left Kiss. And Churchill had come and told us, you know what, there's a chance. So for somebody, he told so many people, the comedians that we were, then at the National Theatre. So many people. But then you know Kiss then also. The way they had advertised that position. You'd thought that life was coming to an end. Can you replace Nyambane? Can you take the big shoes? Would you be able to be Caroline's next biggest host? They say Kiss FM, calling out for auditions and what? Hint of his head. When we went there on that day, we had so many people.
So many.
So many people. Then this lady comes and says, hey, thank you guys for coming. I wish all of you luck, but we have quick things to go through. If you have a degree, move to the left. If you don't have, thank you so much for coming. That word alone almost cut us into almost just a quarter of the guys who came.
Wow.
Not everybody had one. And remember, I'm from Nyangoma Boys Secondary School. The only thing I'm armed with is my KCSE certificate and my blood certificate. Nothing else.
Blood certificate.
O positive.
Hope.
That's my blood group. But I said, what's the worst that can happen? Let me go with these guys.
The degree guys?
Yes. Then the lady came and said, thank you guys now. If you have a degree in communication, even better. If you have it on any other thing, thank you, sir. I went to the guys with the communication.
Knowing you don't have the degree.
Neither do I know anything around communication. Then they said, thank you. You have this degree in communication. Now, even better, if you've done anything in a media house, we don't have time to train the next co-host. We need somebody who already be doing something. We were left very few by then. And now it was time to face the panel. Just when I told them, you know what, guys? I don't have these things that you people are looking for, but I'm the guy you're looking for. Give me a chance. But Pati Kwakuja said, I think I like this guy.
Really?
Yeah. That confidence all the way to this place. I think I like this guy. Let's give him a chance. That's when we were given a chance now. Back to back, back to back, back to back. You coming in, Leo Uko, Kesha Uko, somebody else is being brought. The public is being told, who do you want? They vote.
They are doing this online.
Online. So you're given a chance. In the morning show, Pap, this is Caroline Mutoko. Mzeja last mwenyewe. This is Caroline, this is Larry Asego, this is who, this. Until now we were left, myself and Larry Asego.
Wow.
And it was now chance to choose between Larry and myself. And Caroline told us, it's been hard for us to choose who will replace. So both of you have been taken.
Wow.
And that same day, I was also called that dad had died.
Your dad died.
Jalang'o Tucci.
My condolences.
In Luo we say, Del Malieto Lokre Mangich. Yeah. That's why during that time, it took me time before I came back on air. And Larry was the one now who was with Caroline. So when I came back, I was not brought in on air immediately. I used to do something called the inside story in the corridors of the studio. So while they're doing the magazines, I'll be going through to check what have they not talked about. That would be fun and everything. So Caroline, and Jalang'o is again disturbed. What is wrong? Caro, have you checked standard page 13? 16 underwears have been stolen. Why? So I used to bring, so sometimes there are no funny things in the newspaper, so I create a script. Sometimes we used to sit to the Kinowago, we create scripts, and people just started saying, bring that guy on air, bring that guy on air. I came on air, so it was Caroline Mutoko, Larry Asego, Namseja last now on air. So back, Larry was told, now you'll go to Classic, and I was left with Caroline. Yes. Then with that, I did my part. If there's one person who I give all the credit, radio, my radio career is Caroline. Caroline taught me the basics, the rules, the matrix, the foundation of radio. By the time I was leaving Kiss for Radio Maisha, I was a superstar then because I knew what I wanted. Then I moved to Radio Maisha, and that's how I marketed myself to the mass radio now, because Radio Maisha and Kiss are two different audiences. I went there and met Alex Mokideu, who we created one of the best collabos on radio ever through the leadership of Tom Japani. We got a radio that was almost being closed from number, 40 watt to the number 1 radio station in the country, Radio Maisha. Then when things were just looking good, I left. But this time I was not leaving for anything. Now I'd already made a name. I was leaving now for money. It was a case, match my efforts on what I'm bringing for you on the table. Put the money here. And Freddie Afune did put the money for me to join Jeff and Jalas on Hot 96. which I only did for a year. But it was the best. One of the best moments. You see, Caroline introduced me to radio, gave me the foundation. Alex introduced me to the mass market because it was already a very big Swahili radio. Jeff gave me the reality of life. Everything that I used to talk about as a dream was already a reality in his life. So what made our show bigger with Jeff was the contrast. That was Jeff and myself. The things he used to say, I used just to look at her.
What are those things?
The things that we used to have something called Story a Day.
Yes.
On Odd 96. Google, you'll see.
There is a story that you're telling Jeff about your schooling.
During schooling, everything that we used to talk about there was black and white, and that's what used to make the show nice. Yes. When he talks about St. Mary's School, and I'm telling him about Nyangoma, he used to look at me like, and you survived there?
You survived?
Jalang'o, you lying. So then, a year later, Milele is rebranding. And Alex is poached from Radio Maisha. And is asked, who is this one person you can work with nicely and well? He says, just bring for me Jalas, I'll be happy. Milele comes and matches Hot 96 and put something more on top of it. And even better, I'm going to work with my best friend, Alex Mwakideu. I just told Jeff, thank you. He didn't believe it. And I left Hot 96 and we joined with Milele FM. We did our best. Then Corona happened. When Corona happened, salaries were being cut. But our show was still big. And I refused that my salary cannot be taken out. I refused because that time we were making a lot of money because there was too much advertisement from the Ministry of Health, Ministry of Where, this tissue paper, sanitizers. We are having, the show is making money, but the management says that other departments are struggling. We can't pay you this, and we want to keep everybody afloat. I think it was selfish of me, Kidogo, but knowing the efforts that we were doing and the monies we were bringing in, personally I said no. So I lost my job for 2 hours.
I thought you were going to say for 2 years.
I was jobless for 2 hours. And it's just 2 hours because it took 2 hours for me to announce that. If I'd announced it within the hour, would have been just, bro, I'm so good on radio. I'm very, very good on radio. I'm so good on air. Bro, I know who I am. Matters radio.
I can tell, even here, you are
can
so
tell
good.
I'm telling you, even today, if I was to go on radio, I would still compete head to head with those people who've been there during this 5 years break that maybe I'm in politics. Okay. Or these 2 years that I've been away.
Have you ever dreamt of going back?
No, actually I thought that I would be able to do radio and politics at the same time. But the politics demand so much. We have committees, we have everything in. Yeah. And people have already given me a mandate. So why not work for them? And yeah. But I really want to do my podcast, Jalang'o TV, and just be doing maybe an hour a day. And because I love it.
Why are you not doing it? Because I thought
I love it. I love it so much. I think I'll start very soon. I've already created a space where I want to go do the
Really?
podcast. Yes. I've created a space already.
I'm very excited about it.
Yeah. But radio is still one of the best things. Very beautiful Monday morning from wherever you are listening. This is Kiss FM. My name is Mzee Jalang'o mwenyewe. Talk to us on 0711 046 100. I'm with Kamene. It's going to be a beautiful day. Let's go through the papers first But before then, Chris Brown is on this one. This is called...
How do you introduce DWJ? Oh my God! Today you very Valisa. You know when you called me yesterday, Jalas, I was pleasant surprised. I was at the hospital. I was undergoing a procedure.
Okay.
So Dibs called me and told me that Jalang'o is looking for you, and I said, "Mama, I need to speak with this guy." You know. Because I have wanted to interview for the last 3 years.
No problem. Now here we are. Don't make it a big thing. Don't make it a big thing.
Don't make it a big thing.
Yeah.
Great.
So,
yeah.
Radio, into TV. But then I went and got myself working with... So I lost my 2 hours.
What do you mean by that? That's what I don't understand.
Because of the calls that started coming in from former employers wanting me to go back to my work station, because I don't burn bridges. I never burn bridges. I don't even get mad. I don't even know how to get mad at people. I know how to relate with everyone. I always just want a happy, just be happy, bro. Just be happy. Try. I have this one thing, policy. I never sleep without somebody telling me thank you. Whether it's just like a small something or just a door you've opened, Just make somebody happy. You get what I mean? So I've never burned bridges. So I had calls, but then when I had one voice, I could not think twice. Hey, Jalang'o, how are you? Where are you? Come home today. That was Pati Kwaku. I told him, boss, I'm coming. He told me, I'm rebranding the Morning Kiss, and I want you to come back home. This is where it started. I told him, how much? He told me, I don't care how much you want. Come back home.
I don't care how much.
Come back home. So I went, we negotiated. He showed me my first ever contract and what he was going to pay me. I just laughed and said, it's been hard work. He told me, you deserve it. And that's how we teamed up with Kamene, Goro, and Jalas on Kiss FM. That is into 2020, 2021, into 2022 now. Into 2022. So by that time, I'd already gone back to school, Daystar, taking community development and human science, okay? Because I was already preparing myself now to go work for the community. And that's why most people are asking me, Kwani, you knew what you wanted to do? Because there was a story that had come in that if you don't have a degree, you might not see the doors of parliament or leadership. You'll not be cleared. So I'd actually started preparing 4 years into 2022 by going to school. And I graduated, and my mom was there at my graduation. Yes, that was one of my most proudest moments.
Kodo was not there.
Because Utuchi was not there, but I know he was happy. I know he was happy wherever he was.
Yeah.
In heaven. So comes in and I start talking about the possibility of me vying. I'd actually started telling Alex when he was still in Milala, I'm going to run. These are the things that we want to do. These are the changes. This is what we need to do. Then they thought it was a joke. Then come December 2021, now 8 months to the election, I called my friends together and told them, you know what? Help me put monies together. I'm going to this thing. So I put up a fundraiser. Politics is very expensive.
Is it?
Very expensive. Very expensive. And I'll tell you how. When we start talking politics.
Yeah.
Very expensive. So, my friends raise money for me. And I'm going out now. And people started saying, okay, this thing was serious. Then the communication authority says, if you're on radio, TV, and you're planning to vie, this is your last date on radio. So this time I'm still moving. So everybody's waiting and saying, let's see if Jalang'o will
leave radio.
Yes. And it was a Friday. So I've not told even Kamene this. So I get myself, but I'd already told Caroline. And she had even organized a cake and a what for me and the team. So you know how you sign off. And say, guys, after all these years, now today is my last day on radio because I've decided to take a different path. I'm getting myself to the campaigns, the political campaigns. I'm running and vying to be the member of parliament of Lang'ata. So you might not hear my voice anytime soon. And this is Jalang'o. Kamene was just tearing. She couldn't believe it. Then the show was over, and I get myself into the campaign trail. That was something that was heavy. I've done so much in life, but politics showed me what it really takes to be a man.
You said it's expensive.
Very expensive. The logistics around politics, very expensive. Very, very expensive. And I repeat, no, it's very expensive. To anyone who wants to vie out there, and now even where the politics are, just be ready to spend. There's no lie about it, to spend.
Where is the expenditure? Where is it going to?
Number one, let's just talk about branding. So, if you have a place like Lang'ata, for example, where you have 150,000 registered voters, you just say that one out of this 150,000, I want to make sure that 100,000 people get to know I'm running. They are branded. They can never be asked if they know if I'm running. That is the billboards, the T-shirts, the lasos, the what, just branding. Okay, in 100,000. Okay. Then there are the fees that comes around with it, the party fees. Okay. Then there's now the rallies and the meetings. Okay. And those meetings, there are people who've left whatever they're doing to come and listen to you. Okay. So you must organize for their logistics to come to listen. It's very expensive. Fuel, the cars running around, the repairs, everything. It's nasty. The agents. You think it's a joke, eh? You see, like somewhere like Lang'ata, where is Cosmo, as a cosmopolitan, you'll have to, easily your first 20 meetings will be the different tribes to accept you. You'll meet the Kikuyus and talk to them, tell them that, you know what, I'm running to be the next. This, I'll represent you. You don't have to care about where I come from. I'm the man for the job. Meet the Kambas, meet the Kisses, meet the Maasais, meet everyone until you meet that small community of the Asian right behind Carnival at their temple. Because there are 3,000 of them there, and they are all registered voters. And remember, I only won with 1,000 and something.
Wow.
The difference. So if I had not gone and spoken to those Asians, the 3,000 of them, I would not be sitting with you here as a member of parliament. Yeah.
Wow. Elections happen and you win.
Yes.
How do you feel? How does Mama feel in the village?
Everybody is happy. Everyone is happy around you. Most of family, the people, the campaign team, the team. It's a grueling job. It's grueling. It's gruesome totally. Because from the time we started, we were Pili to
a year before.
No, I'd started. I officially began a year before. So from that year, a whole year, into the campaigns, back to back every day. Don't joke. Sometimes you are even called to the national politics. You get. So you're in Mombasa, you are in Busia, you are in this place where ODM is going, and Baba is coming, and it's crazy. And you are one of the people that people want to see. Jalas is here today. It's nasty. Wow. I was even put into the Sky team. That was myself, Ledama, Olekina, Kanini Kega. We used to fly like every day. But until sometimes I used to just say, guys, let me come back and make sure that the grounds are solid. Because you'd go for the national politics and forget the constituency. So it was crazy. And I win. And the best thing is that the person we were competing with, Honorable Nixon Korigi, PS Lands now, was a very close friend of mine. So we didn't have any fights. I think it was the most peaceful space. We'd even sometimes just see each other, hey, unaenda pande gani or unaenda Karin? Okay, I'll go to South Sea. Oh, unaenda South Sea, wacha niende high rise. Go high rise, wacha niende. So we never met. Not even a single day did we collide. But even after the win, he even came and handed me the certificate.
Amazing.
Yeah.
But Baba does not win.
Baba does not win, and it pains me so much because I wanted to be in parliament when Baba is president. Okay? And there's this whole huge cloud on Baba's loss, and people are in pain. Okay? People are in pain so much. And if you saw, after the election, I was with Baba throughout. Even before the Supreme Court, I was one of the few people who were now Baba's closest people. Into the churches, into these meetings. I used to be with Baba throughout. Every single place. And now the Supreme Court is here with us. I'm there carrying files and boxes. This photo that everybody keeps on posting most of the time. I'm carrying my box. And then elections are nullified. No, the elections are upheld.
Yes.
And the President, William Samoei Ruto, is confirmed as president. And now our team is not happy. We start the public barazas, back to back. Sufurias, fights and all. Okay? But life is already moving. Now, one day, His Excellency, the President, was coming to Lang'ata.
Okay.
To start the first ever affordable housing and slum upgrading. And he calls me and tells me, Jalang'o, I'll be coming to Lang'ata. You are the MP now. You need to be there. Because once or twice...
He had a feeling you will not be there.
Yes. Reason is, he had, Lang'ata holds so many events places. And he'd been coming to Lang'ata, but he was coming with Nixon.
Nixon Korir, yes.
The former MP. He had not been appointed then. And it was like, hey, sisi tunaleta maendeleo mtu limchagua, naye hayuko. The affordable housing was a very big thing. Even on our manifesto, Azimio manifesto.
Yes.
And it was something that was so close to Baba's heart. Because even the first one, he was the one who initiated. That's still there, it's called Canaan. Remember when Baba was telling people, we've left Kibra, now we are going to Canaan, the new houses. So the first person I call is Baba. I tell him, Baba, I need to see you. Tells me, just come home. So I go to Karen and tell him, hey, His Excellency the President is coming to Lang'ata. And that was an evening after we had just left a public baraza in Kibra. And he wants me to go see him for the planning. And he tells me, if it's about development, just go and see him. Okay? Just go and see him. So that morning at State House. So I go there and find other ODM MPs there. This is Mark Nyamita, Professor Ojienda, Ochanda, Karoli Omondi. And I didn't know why they were there. Later, I understood that the president also called them because he was going to Homa Bay. He was going to Homa Bay. You remember one of the first visits?
Yeah.
One of the first places the president went to was actually Homa Bay after his election.
Yes.
And apparently he had called so many people and only these guys had accepted. So we discussed actually our meeting and the development agenda for the affordable housing.
Yes.
Then after all is done, he calls the team from Nyanza. They also speak. Then once it's done, we take photos, and that's where the problems began.
Yeah. It was ferocious.
Very, very heavy. Very, very heavy. And we were being, personally I would say, I was being crucified for no reason. Because I'd actually gotten permission from Mzee. He's not there now to say it, but even other people knew it. And that's why, even when we had a PG where I was thrown out in Manzoni, I was confident to go there because I knew Jacom would be there and he knows very well that I'd asked his permission. But then, by the time that thing was coming, I know Jacom would have told these guys that leave Jalang'o alone because I'd told him to go and see the president. But by that time, the 2 days before that PG, everything had gone ballistic. Everything was crazy. People had called me traitor, everything. Nobody wanted to hear
It was
me.
burning online.
It was burning. And I could not come out and tell guys, this is what happened. Because now I was in a public court. You see? And to confirm to you that Baba had actually no issue because he knew it and just decided, you know what, to play gallery with now what was happening. You know, I never abused Baba anywhere, in any platform. Do you know, I still used to hang out with Baba throughout. If you've seen the images, even towards this last days, even the things I've been posting, how I mourned Baba tells you that, you know what, he was a man that I respected.
Many people called this man the Enigma. You were very close to him.
Yes.
What is your understanding of the man?
You see how we are seated here? He would walk in here, and how you would stand up or want to kneel down, you would not even understand. He had this aura, okay? He had this aura and firmness, and he was in charge. Giacomo was in charge. That even on something that you know and you have a decision about, you still would wish to know what is at stake. And he would confirm to you what you are thinking yourself, but could not execute because you still wanted to know what is Baba's opinion on this.
When you meet him and talk to him, does he look at you in the face? Does he look down? Does he look on the table? Does he look sideways?
Baba would always be talking to you, but he's thinking so much. And the wisdom around everything that he's saying is just too much. I'm in pain to date. I'd not even had a closure and accepting his death because of how fast things were done. But I'm so happy that Baba decided 72 hours. I'm so happy with that. I think he knew very well. He knew very well that if this thing is not handled within 72 hours, it will be too chaotic.
It would have been really chaotic.
I can't lie to you. With the propagandas that had already started firing up and down, I don't think we would have a country today. Things would be at a standstill, chaos everywhere. Baba knew it very well. But then again, in his last day, Baba started talking about extravagant funerals, money being used in funerals, people eating in funerals. And people did not know that he was actually already preparing us towards what he would want as his funeral. Because let's say Baba died that Wednesday, okay? And it was an open book of when we decide is when we bury him. It would have taken at least 2 days before Baba is flown back, or maybe 3 days, okay? A team would have gone, prepare him, what? Those 3 days, people would have gone to India.
Yeah?
I can't lie to you. People would have booked to just go and see for themselves. I can't lie to you.
Politicians would have gone to India.
And not just politicians alone. Baba had influence across every... People would have gone and India would have come to a standstill. India would have known who is dead there. Okay? That's how big this thing would have been. Then he would come. And those 3 days while people are there waiting, you can imagine what would have been happening here. The country would have been a standstill. The mourning, the what. It was crazy. Then now Baba lands after 3 days. It would... Boss, let me tell you. You see how they're saying that Baba's body was supposed to leave Kisumu to Bondo by road. They would have been arriving to Bondo today. They would be arriving today.
Can I ask you something, Mr. Jalas?
Yes.
At what point was the decision made to fly the Baba to...
I'm telling you, there's one silent man in all this execution and change of program and running that program that is silent at the back, but was actually in charge. One PS Raymond Omolo. He moved strings and was watch the intelligence that was streaming on his way, and him having to make hard decisions. In Kisumu first, that he had to be flown because there was no time. But those are decisions that were being made at a higher level. And one person who, until to date, nobody has given him his flowers is one PS Raymond Omolo.
Raymond Omolo is usually a very quiet man. He's not...
Quiet waters run.
Deep.
Runs very deep.
Runs very deep.
Very, very deep, my guy. Very, very deep.
Can we talk about politics of Luo Nyanza?
Yes, we can.
Sifuna stood up and said that Jalang'o will never see parliament again. And at some point, you kitu iliharibika sana. And you were like, okay, if I'm not going back, ni sawa.
You see, the people of Lang'ata have given me a mandate to deliver on oversight, legislation, and representation. They are the people to decide whether I've done my job well or not. Not Sifuna, my friend. Not Sifuna. Sifuna cannot decide for the people of Lang'ata on matters whether to go back, I'll go back to parliament or not.
Do you know something?
You see,
yes, go ahead.
Let me tell you. And I want to be very categorical. Sifuna said those words. And he's a very good friend of mine. We have a very cordial relationship with Sifuna. Never crossed each other's paths or anywhere. But he spoke like that as ODM Secretary General. And to him he said, I'll never see the doors of parliament. That is neither here nor there. Before me, there were other people. But I can tell you, he cannot decide for the people of Lang'ata whether the last will come back or not. Sifuna as SG, ODM, has done a perfect job. But for the people of Nairobi, Sifuna is a letdown. Tell me. Nairobi itself, okay? The first person on the oversight space is the Senate of Nairobi. Everybody knows what is happening in this city. The governor was the other day in the brink of being impeached. Okay? If Sifuna was doing his oversight role of this county, just the way he's doing his work as ODM Secretary, would be very far. I wish he was as loud as he is about my Nairobi issues. Nairobi, you know how Nairobi looks, man. You know how the garbage in this city. You know how water is a problem in this city. You know how money is being squandered left, right, and center here, and people are not getting services. Nairobi people are very simple. They just need services. They need good roads, infrastructure. They need water in their taps. They need garbage collected. They need security. Simple things. They will not have all these issues going up. When did you ever hear Sakaja Sifuna speak into these things as the way he's loud in the about matters ODM? Ukileta kitu ya ODM hapa, Sifuna can kill you. But where he draws the line is where matters Nairobi are being discussed. When did you ever see him do a public meeting to discuss the issues of Nairobi with the residents of this town?
I've never seen.
When did you last see him being loud about Nairobi issues? About the markets of this city? About this garbage that is choking this town? Even around impeachment of the governor? When did you last see Sifuna with the MCAs of this county just listening to their issues and what they're talking about? When? When?
I can't say when.
So, ODM he can talk to me about, but matters Nairobi and leadership about this county, where things are failing and is the lead oversight. One of the key roles that a senator has is oversighting the county government.
But
that is where it draws the line.
There is also another issue where when you go against, let's say, the party, or let's say you go against somebody inside the party, then they are telling you that now you can never be re-elected again.
You know, party is a very strong thing. Party has structures. At any given time, wherever you are running, and you are in a party, you're already starting, you have an head start. More so where a party is a party's stronghold. You get what I mean?
Yes.
And that is where he brought those sentiments from. But it's so sad for him to go there and start telling people that I will never see the doors of parliament. So what if I don't see? Does it stop me from living? Does it stop me? No. But he does not have the moral authority to go out there on media and tell people that. I was very mad. I actually texted him about it. I actually texted him and told him. And you know, I'd not seen that clip in a very long time. And even when we were talking and I was telling, he told me that is something I said long time ago. I told him, no, even if you said it long time ago, this is not right. Nikamwambia kaende.
Yeah.
Yes.
I hope that you are enjoying that episode, people of the internet. You know, everybody says there is no job, and that is true. Also, that was me 10 years ago. The problem is that everybody is trying to get a job in their own town, in their own city, in their marketplace. They ask friends for jobs, mothers call uncles, uncles call fathers, but there are no jobs, right? Let me tell you what no one is telling you. Jobs migrated online. What I actually mean is there are many, many jobs around the world and there is no one to do them. I have worked for a long time online, I think more than 10 years. I work for Americans, I work for Europeans, I work for the Chinese, the Australian, Canadians, the Ugandans, name all of them. And last year, I had a eureka moment. I said to myself, you know what? I should compile what I have been doing for the last 15 years. So in 2024, I wrote a book called Gold Mine, 18 Side Hustles for Africans. And it sold a lot of copies. In fact, I was going for, sometimes I was receiving 500 orders in a day. In 2025, something happened. AI came. I think in 2025, AI came. AI came in 2024, but in 2025, it is here with us. And people say AI is taking away their jobs. And for me, I'll say false. There are actually AI jobs. Now, mimi ni nani? I created more jobs. We now have in my book 25 online and offline side hustles that you can do anywhere in the world, whether you are in the village, whether you are in your small town, whether you're in a marketplace, whether you are in your house, you can do them. In this powerful volume 2, I share 25 new actionable online hustles specifically researched and tailored for Africans. My new book provides clear step-by-step guidance, drawing from my extensive experience and research, including the mistakes I have made and lessons I have learned over 15 years in this online job market. You can become an executive assistant to busy folks in Europe, America, and Canada. You can also get paid for tasks like watching videos and taking online surveys. There are many of them and they're in my book. You can also build a business as a virtual assistant, start an e-commerce without a shilling. You can also become an affiliate marketer or an online English tutor. And you can also do tens of AI jobs, and they're all in these books. If you have a job, that is fine, but I know around you there are so many people that are always looking for jobs and at home watching Netflix. Buy this book for your brother, for your sister, for your mother, cousin, husband, who is back at home all day, all night watching Netflix. Okay? Buy it for your friend, that friend who is always asking you for cash, you can buy this book for them. All the information is in the description below. You can also inbox me, you can WhatsApp me, or you can go to my website, which is oduorjagero.co.ke. The book is only 1,000 Kenya shillings. Or if you're anywhere around the world, the book is $10. So thank you very much. Back to programming. When Raila died, we have been talking about the kingpin in Luo Nyanza. As a Luo,
yes,
and as a politician, because listening to you, I think that what is more important to you is the service delivery to the people.
Very, very important.
When you look at the entire Luo Nyanza,
yes,
the person that claims to want to get into those shoes of Raila Odinga, who should they be?
Number one,
okay,
not now, not very soon. Can somebody take the shoes of Baba Raila Odinga? Palamawata, Jovija Momoko Chirakido. Omena Kinyi. No one. Not anytime soon. And if it will happen, not in our generation, that you can come and be able to command and lead the way Raila had. I can tell you, I've worked with our leaders, been with them, and no one can take those shoes of Raila Odinga. They can try, but they can't. So let's not talk about trying to fill the shoes of Raila Odinga or trying to be the kingpin or what. You can't. You can't and you won't. You get what I mean? You can only try, but you can't. That I can tell you. No one can fill the shoes of Raila Odinga. This is a guy who's dominated our politics for decades. It's a person whose name has vibrated in our living rooms for years and years. I first voted for him in 2002, okay, when Kibaki Tosha. And then I've never voted for somebody else. Only that this time I'll vote for William Samoei Ruto.
Why?
I'll tell you why.
Okay.
I'll tell you why. But let me just tell you why.
Okay.
Why it will be very hard. For you to have those roots Raila had, this thing starts. It's not something you can create in a day that Raila dies and you had to say you can come in. No, it just doesn't work like that. These are the roots that Raila stuck into the grave from the 80s. From the fights of multipartyism, into the new constitution, into him running to be president 5 times, him winning, someone being stolen from.
Yeah.
You get what I mean? So it's not something you wake up and say you want to take over Raila's shoes. It will take years for us to have a leader like Raila. Not anytime soon.
I think also the question that people are asking Mr. Jalas is, do we need to have somebody, for example, this is the fact of politics, that if you want to go and win Luo Nyanza votes, you sort of want to be in a conversation with somebody who looks like a leader from there.
No. That is a space that was only left for Raila Odinga. I don't think we need any leader right now to win any Luo Nyanza seat.
Right?
We don't need to be coerced into talking, into having to listen to anyone. Right now, since Baba is not there, let the best win. Whatever it will take.
Yeah.
Whatever it will take. Whatever it will take. There are people who hanged on his coat for the longest time. There are people who Baba held their hands throughout. Do you know, people don't know that in Nairobi, easily I was one of the few people who went for nominations. I fought for my chance to get a certificate. Every other person was given a direct ticket. I was not given. Baba came and held my hands. Later, I was now the ODM candidate.
For Lang'ata.
But for my certificate, I had to fight for it. I had to fight 6 people to get that certificate. We had 6 candidates, with the strongest being Oscar Moke then, who had ran in the previous elections and had lost to Korir. Okay?
Yeah.
But when now I had the ODM certificate and Baba showed up, I knew that now we are in this race to win.
Yeah.
Because just being held, iyo mkono tu Baba seme, hapa Lang'ata. I remember that day, he had just presented his papers at Bomas. Then he told us to organize a quick rally in Nairobi because he was headed to Nakuru. So he just wanted to tell the people of Nairobi, thank you. And where is Bomas? Bomas in Lang'ata. First ground, Undugu grounds.
Yeah.
Baba is coming. Stage, set up, nini, kiwanja.
That was quick.
Very fast. Very fast. And on that day, Baba told people, Apa Lang'ata, mutu wangu ni Jalang'o. And that was it. I knew now I was a step ahead. But it was a very, very heavy fight.
Yeah. Corel gave you the sweats.
Wait. Corel is not a joke, my friend.
Yeah?
It's not a joke. It was really a tough. Until the last minute. We were tying.
Wow.
We were tying. So that boost that Baba gave also gave a very big. And it was because now the party at any given time, make sure you are one part of the dominant party, because party structures cannot be ignored. Cannot be ignored, because you're already starting from somewhere. There are people who do not listen to anything else but the party.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hapo ndo watapiga tick.
Hapo.
There are questions that people sent for you to answer.
No, even before what people sent. Party is a very important thing. And we were in Vihiga the other day, and deputy party leader Osotsi came and said, oh, Jalang'o and Raila and the team are people we threw out of the party and cannot be speaking on behalf of the party. Number one, Osotsi is a caretaker deputy party leader who only got that chance when Oparanya was appointed as CS to still have that regional balance. Osotsi cannot throw me out of the party. The only person who can get me out of the party is Raila Amolo Odinga.
So you are still in ODM?
What do you mean I'm still in ODM? Who is Osotsi? Who is Osotsi to tell people that he threw me out? Does he even know what the court ruling was on this party? Does he know that we won our case?
Where you are represented by Ojienda?
Yes, I was represented by Ojienda. And we were even told the party will pay us. But kwa sababu sisi ni watu wa chama, we did not even follow those payments. Then Osotsi comes in a podium and says that I was thrown out of the party. Who is Osotsi to throw me out of the party? Who is Osotsi? Voila. You people joke.
So you are in ODM?
I'm not in ODM. I'm ODM. I'm ODM, my friend. I'm ODM. I'm just not in ODM. I'm ODM. It's very unfortunate that some rascal like Osotsi can come on a podium and tell me how I was thrown out of the party. Who is Osotsi to throw me out of the party? Does it know what it takes for somebody to be thrown out of a party? It needs people to sit down. It needs tribunals, which we went through. And it was said that there was no mistake that we did. And it's very wrong for somebody like Osotsi to come and say that I'm not in it. Who is Osotsi?
Jalang'o.
That's a useless man, Bwana.
Who is Osotsi?
That's a very useless man. And we are not done with him yet.
Yeah.
I will tell him that the next time I meet him, I'll still tell him that was a very stupid remarks that he did make.
Yeah. Yeah.
Asijaribu hiyo mambo.
Asijaribu.
Don't try. We must be seen.
Can I go to the question?
Go ahead.
Okay. The first question is Jalang'o running for Lang'ata again in 2027?
Yes, I'm defending my seat as Lang'ata MP. Inshallah, God gives us a chance again to represent the people of Lang'ata.
On ODM?
On ODM. Because of what we've been able to do in Lang'ata. Yeah. You know, MPs do not build roads. MPs do not build schools. What we do is the oversight. That is why you see some of us come out and say that we've done this. When you do an oversight role on some of these funds that we are given, that is when we take credit as having built that road, that school, or anything. But MPs don't build roads. That's not our mandate. But just taking charge of the money sent to the constituency for development purposes, we've been able to do that.
Yes.
When I came in, Kongoni Secondary was still just on a first floor. We completed the first ever secondary school.
I think this question, the second question, should go with what we are trying to say.
Okay.
Mtu anasema nimechukua kura, muulize Jalang'o amefanya nini muongeze kura.
Yes. The first ever secondary school, complete now. And we have more than 600 students now done. We've completed that school and it's looking beautiful. Beautiful. Parents at Kongoni Secondary are happy. And even better, I've just got them a new bus also that will present to them. Now it's a fully functioning labs, lockers, and I'm so proud. Kongoni Secondary School is one of the things I look back and say, wow, I was happy that it happened during my time. Across the road, Nairobi West, which has never had a secondary school, we are putting up the first ever secondary school. Initially, I wanted to call it Jalang'o Secondary School. I later thought, that is too old school.
Yeah.
Trying to do all this thing and giving yourself credit. No. I'll not go. We wanted to call it the West School, but now it has a name. The Raila Amolo Odinga Secondary School.
Adir.
West. I'll call it. I'm going to put it out there that we call the name that school there, just for his legacy. Because it also along Raila Amolo Odinga Highway.
Yes.
Yes, Bagadi. Just next there is our TVET. Our TVET is complete, and we have the best ICT center in this country. Once that TVET was complete, I had friends from my previous jobs. One of them was Safaricom, and through M-Pesa Foundation, they did put for us a beautiful, beautiful ICT center. We have more than 700 students there now.
Wow.
Within this years, built, complete, students admitted. Done. Beautiful. All our primary schools within Lang'ata are JSS certified. Labs are all, each of them, in this new curriculum, a lot of it is, most of it is practicals. So we made sure that we have labs in all of them. We have new classrooms coming up. We have cabros in all our schools, making our schools decent. We've done more than 47 roads within the constituency. Repairs, new roads and all. From Otiende to Moi Estate, Ngei 1, Ngei 2. We've done Onyonka. We've done Civil Servant. We are moving into Masai. We've done Akiba 1, Akiba 2. We've done Masai West, Masai East in Karen. We've done Fairview. We are doing Marula Lane now. There's a lot of work going on. A lot of work going on. Water was the biggest problem in Lang'ata then. Reason is our water is gravity pumped from Kabet. And it goes through Kibra. Pilferage through Kibra could not make water come into Lang'ata. The first thing we had to do was to take our main pipe and slab it underground for 2 kilometers.
Wow.
And that is why we started seeing water coming into Lang'ata. And now with the completion of the Northern Water Collector and the new pipes being laid, big shout out to the Nairobi Water Company, now under the county also. Water will no longer be a problem in Lang'ata, and I'm happy it's happening during my time. We've done so much. And on oversight role, of course, legislation, once or twice I get a chance to speak in Parliament about issues, because also to find chance to speak in Parliament, I used to think it's that easy. It's not easy, bro. It's not easy. Sometimes don't blame your member for not speaking. Getting that chance sometimes is also very hard, because this is how it works. So you come in, there's a motion, for example, and you come in and slot in your card. When you slot in your card, where the speaker is, the names show on who came first. But, number one, whether you came first as a first-timer, you can't speak before the majority leader. You can't speak before the minority leader, the whips and everyone, the leadership. Then we have ranking members who must also, by the time you are speaking or anything, siku imeisha. Yeah, but once or twice I've raised issues concerning the people of Lang'ata. The cemetery issue is one I did put out. We had lights issue, electricity issues within the constituency. We did. I did request for more funding to make sure that our roads are done. I've spoken a number of times in Parliament. Yes, there are 2 bills that I'm pushing that I'll ever get a chance to push. That is the insurance bill, and also the compulsory bill for every young person after Form 4 to go to NYS first before going to the university. It used to be there, but I want to push it so that it is low. Yes.
Thank you very much, Babu, for Jalas for being the member of Parliament of Lang'ata. But I'm very concerned about the larger Nairobi.
The larger Nairobi.
Nairobi County.
Yes.
What do you think about who we should elect for the next governor of Nairobi? And then somebody also asked the same question, lakini yeye anasema tu mambo mbili. Jalas, Babu ama Sakaja?
This is something I've been asked again and again and again. And I'll tell you this. One, if Sakaja, okay, if Sakaja runs today, the things that he has done that people don't get to see, that would be a very, very big problem to anybody running against him. He will have a head start. And I don't know how people will campaign against some of the things that Sakaja has been able to do. You see this thing called dish in a county. It's not a small thing. Any parent who used to give their children 100 shillings or 200, or used to let their children go to school without a meal, and is now only paying 5 shillings, and they are feeding up to almost 300,000 children every single day. Okay? Averagely, let's say, those are how many parents? Let's give it half. Those will be 150,000 votes that he will be starting with if they are sold to the dish in a county issue. Okay? Sakaja started something called the Green Army. Okay? Whether they are making the county green or not, but having them employed there. Okay? And he made some move the other day and got some of them to be permanent and pensionable. That's also something, that's a head start for him. Another thing, Sakaja was one of the first people to have our CHPs, okay? The community health promoters into stipends. So that's also a head start for Sakaja. All said and done, you can't wash away Babu. You can't wash away Babu. Babu, as we speak today, is, even the polls the other day showed, as is the most liked, forget about the most liked politician in the country as we speak, or leader, is Babu Owino, commanding a 75%. I don't know where the poll came from, but you can always see it.
Yeah.
In forums, in places where Babu goes. And you've also seen how he's done his work in Embakasi with the oversight funds that has been running. Babu has done a very good job in Embakasi. And that is what people have already seen of what he's been able to do. And that is now what he wants to do in Nairobi. Babu will give Sakaja a run for his money. Okay? So, with that said and done, there's competition. There's competition where we have an incumbent that has a few structures that have worked well for him. But if he wants anything to work well for him, he must get off this tainted image. Number one, bring his MCAs together, this impeachment. You know, by the time a governor is being thrown under the bus to impeachment, people have lost hope for you. But I know Babu will give Sakaja a run for his money. That I can tell you.
Yeah.
It's going to be one of the biggest battles ever. And now Moses Kuria is coming in to run as governor in Nairobi.
How does that change the whole thing?
You know, if we sit here and start lying to ourselves about how tribal our politics is, we'll be stupid and will not be. Babu and Sakaja will be fighting for the same constituency, the constituency that was Baba, okay? And that constituency easily brings in the Luya community together, brings the Luo community together. The Kisi community was in it. But now with Okengo Matiang'i around it, okay, and having his command of the community, and Gachagua also in this other end, pulling the Mulima from one side, okay, if somebody came from the opposition, okay, the one Kenya opposition, what's the name of that outfit?
Kenya Moja.
What the opposition team.
Yeah.
Could also be a possible threat. I can't lie to you. could also be a possible threat.
So he's coming through DCP.
Whatever they come with, because the Kambas will vote where Kalonzo is. The Kisis will vote where Matiang'i is. The Kikuyus will vote where Wamunyoro is. That's how tribal our politics is. If you put all this together, okay, that is somebody you cannot underestimate. But then Nyakera is also running. Okay, Nyakera is in the race. Moses Kuria is in the race. Babu is in the race. Sakaja is in the race. Kidero wants to come back. Sonko, if cleared, will want to run. So it's still a very murky space. Murky waters. Like they always say, murky waters, my guy. The battle is on. But watch out for Babu.
Watch out for Babu.
Watch out for Babu.
Looks like you like him.
No. I don't like Babu. I don't like Babu. I love Babu. Babu is my friend.
All right.
Babu is my friend, my guy. Babu is my friend. But don't underestimate Sakaja with the things that I've told you. Watch out for Babu. Don't underestimate Sakaja.
Your last words, Mr. Jalas.
My last words. I'm in ODM and nobody can throw me out of ODM. That's number one.
Okay.
Moso Ososi has no moral authority to throw me out of ODM.
Forgive Ososi.
No. That's number one.
Okay.
Number two, Sifuna, as much as you said, I don't and will not see the doors of parliament, you don't hold the votes of the people of Lang'ata. Okay. And as much as you're also loud, matters the party. Be also loud, matters Nairobi, the people who elected you. We wish to see you out here also talking matters Nairobi, where you are the lead and your role is specified, matters oversight. We will not keep quiet anymore. Calling you out to also speak matters Nairobi. Out here we are being taken as jokers because before we start oversighting and the county, you are senator. People are blaming us for lack of leadership in this county. That's number one. Number two. Number three.
Number three.
My last word.
And then you have to tell me why you are voting for Ruto. You said it and you... Yes.
You didn't ask me about the boss, my friend.
He's your boss.
No, it's everybody's boss. That's Kenya one. It's everybody's boss.
Okay.
So can we go into that before?
Yes. Yeah.
So I've sat with Ruto, the president. I've sat with the president. And I can tell you the decisions he makes. And you even wonder if it's the president making. He's not a populist. He said again and again that there are hard decisions that we have to make, okay, to make sure that things are done. Everybody had a chance to make them, but they did not want to be blamed, okay? You see, for example, affordable housing and this levy that people pay, okay? It was there, both how do you call them, manifestos. But there was no way to implement them. And he made that very unpopular decision and said, for this to happen, this is the direction you have to take. And it's got heat on it. But I can see the transformation it's doing for my people here in Lang'ata, the larger high-rise ward, which is heavily slum. The hopes that the people have as they see the concrete jungles coming up and you being allocated a house under the social housing, knowing very well that now you'll have a house on your head, a roof on your head, that is all yours. I can tell you that will go a long way. Okay? I don't know maybe you've not used it, but maybe a staff here in your office has ever wanted to use SHA.
They use it.
They use it.
I use it for on my nephew the other day.
If there's one thing that will bring Ruto back, is actually SHA. SHA. I can tell you. Every other person who's ever used it will tell you this was a good thing. Very unpopular, but boom, when you get to that counter and now you're being told it's paying for you more than 300,000 from a surgery, that's when you know this thing is working. Okay? There's a lot that he promised that is now starting to take shape. My friend, the day Mau Summit Rironi Road is done, just the other day we were going to Bondo. People stayed on that road, the traffic on that road, from midnight to 9 in the morning. When now Rironi Mau Summit will be done, I don't think you'll ask anybody who uses that road if they should vote for Ruto or not. I can tell you, these markets you see, you travel and you see these CSP markets being built and women are now inside those markets. That is what we are talking about. Right across here, you see the dream that is Talanta.
That one is amazing. Sikuwa nasikiza hizo unasema lakini hii
kwa sababu it's right outside your door. Guys, we are on Ngong Road. If you've never been told where this guy record, we are on Ngong Road.
Yeah.
And right opposite him is the amazing Raila Odinga Talanta Stadium. I'm telling you.
Why are you renaming the stadium?
No, it does have Talanta, but it does not have authenticity and the ownership. And the only person who we can think to rename that stadium or name that Talanta, so what? Talanta is like saying the talent stadium. Can you imagine, this is the talent stadium? Have you tried to translate that name? Doesn't it stand out? Doesn't it stand out like Jacom? You know what we want is when it's done, we have a statue of Jacom outside there. A big one, for example. Jagero, how are you doing?
Easy as unapiga leo.
How are you doing, Jagero?
I'm doing well.
Oh, very good.
All right. So, thank you very much, my friend.
I appreciate. I was to give you my last word.
Yes, please do.
To anyone, number one, and this is to the young people. We want leadership, and we need leadership that represents. The only way it can be done is through the ballot, okay? As stipulated in our constitution. For you to be part of the ballot, you have to register as a voter. A month down the line from the time the voter registration was announced, the whole country, we've registered 90,000 people only, out of a possible 6.8 million.
Wow.
So guys, I don't know how to tell you to go out there and register to vote. And when this is said and done, when you register and vote, please vote for William Samoei. That's one.
Okay.
Number 3, which is very, very important. If you're planning to run for any position and you've not started campaigning now or making your roots into the position you want an MCA and you've not gone to that ward and started knowing party structure, leadership, nini, kijana mwenye wakusema ni nani hapa, mama mobilizer ni nani, you are very late.
Really?
You are very late.
Looks like I'm late for Nyakach constituency.
Don't try. Nyakach is going to be one of the most heavily contested. Kuja Biro, Upande Mula, Trevor Mbija. You get? Then Jagero, you want to show up. I'm not dismissing you, but you are late. So start for the next.
I'm going to look for the mobilizer.
Start now.
Okay.
And also, politics is very expensive. Don't think politics is a church. Easy kanisa. This is war.
This is war.
That needs resources. Make resources so that you don't put up pay bills. Okay? You see, the other day, Maraga did put out a pay bill for his fundraiser. People just asked him, unataka pesa ama kura? Okay? That is what people ask Maraga. Unataka pesa ama kura? Choose one. You can't have your cake and eat it. Decide whether you want unaona. You see, Morara someday said that, Gen Zs, we are 10 million of us. If we only raise 100 bob each, we will have 1 billion and we will be able to put up a presidential campaign. I was, and when I said it, some people started questioning, Kwani, what are you? My friend, I've been part of a presidential campaign and I've seen 1 billion being spent in less than a week. You don't believe it.
No,
you're not buying anything. You're not buying anything. Let me just give you a quick math. Open your
computer calculator.
Open your calculator. We did just a quick math that I always try sometime.
Okay, there we go.
So now this is presidential. This is presidential, for example. So 30 million people have registered to be voters. So let's say you only need half of them, 15 million.
15 million.
So these 15 million people are the ones you've said must know you, must feel you, must know you by face, and you have to reach out to them. So you've decided to print 15 million t-shirts.
15 million t-shirts times? That is times
300. At that time, times 300.
That is, I'm seeing 4 billion.
Yes. That's t-shirts alone.
4.5 billion.
You've not done billboards across the country. You've not done Lesos ya Wamama. You've not done... That's t-shirt. Haujatafuta agents across the country.
So kina Morara hawezi nunua hata t-shirt.
Hata ngoda. Bro, this thing is not cheap. Now, this is how it works. So, now let me give you another math. So, your team, presidential team, you have to have 3 teams. Okay? 3 teams that are on the road. And these 3 teams are working daily. Okay? And easily each team has 200 people. Okay? So you have 600 people now. So these 200 people, stage, sound, lighting, mobilizing, ground. Okay? So these 200 people, when we leave Nairobi, we are going to Nakuru. The team we are with in Nairobi is not the team that is setting up for us in Nakuru. So that the team from Nairobi will come and pass us in Nakuru as they start to set up in Narok. Okay? Because they are also not the same team that is setting up in Kisii. When we leave Nakuru, we are going to Kisii for already set up ground. Then team number 1 have already set up as again in Narok. As team number 2 leaves for Mombasa. As team number 3 goes to Emur Dikir. As they wait in West Pokot, as another team is in Busia.
We need to do another podcast for politics.
Just politics. Bro, see, I was in this thing. This thing I've told you. I saw fire myself. I saw writings on the wall. Mene tekele, whatever it means.
Thank you very much, people of the
Appreciate.
Internet. This year's Babu, this was...
You keep on calling me Babu, man. You can't love Babu that much. To a point I'm your guest and you keep on referring me. You've called me Babu thrice.
Really?
Are you voting for him? Are you voting for him? No. Are you voting for him? Jagero, nobody has ever hosted you. Nobody has ever hosted you to know your story. I can actually turn this and I host you. Jagero on his own podcast was hosted by Jalas himself. It will be the biggest.
Why don't we do another one and you host me?
No problem. I will host you. I will host you. I'm one of the best podcast hosts in this town. I'm actually the best. I'm the best. Your podcast, this podcast cannot get to where Jalang'o TV is. Not anytime soon. And this one will be the most viewed podcast you've ever done.
Really?
I talk numbers, my friend. Thank you, guys. I appreciate Jagero. Thank you for hosting me. I appreciate.
Please tell them to subscribe.
I don't take it for granted. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Jagero's podcast. Make sure you go out there, like, subscribe, and share. Most important, click the bell so that anytime we have a new show for you, they'll always have a notification on it. My name is Langata One. Thank you so much. We are out.
Thank you very much.